John Potter for Joseph Parker vs Anthony Joshua Day of Destiny Facebook page. First of all, Lance Revel, what a dick. Genuine sad ass. Full of pus. He's detracted a bit from JP's win, which is really sad because he's getting a lot of airtime, which has detracted what really, end of the day, was a pretty good win. When you look at it, but I'm not going to really talk too much about that. I'm more going to now talk about the future and where it's all going. And it is actually going kind of where I thought it was going to go, particularly maybe not the Klitschko part with Joshua this early on, but definitely the Wilder part. The way I originally saw it was this fight between Joseph Parker and Ruiz was a quarter-final for the unified belts, and it's panned out. Joe now has one belt, which theoretically puts him in a semi-final situation. I thought that Joshua would actually fight Hay originally, and that would just be a fight that they would clear. He would clear, and then he would fight someone, don't know who, possibly Klitschko, possibly Ortiz, in the WBA side of things. But Joshua has completely shortcut that, straight into the no quarter-final required, straight into a semi-final situation with himself and Klitschko, which puts the winner of that with two belts into the final of the unified belts. However, news is, well, not news, but word is that Wilder wants to fight the winner of that. Personally, I don't think that will happen. What I think will happen is Joshua will fight Klitschko, and Joshua, for the sake of the sport, I hope wins that, because if Joshua gets taken out, the interest in heavyweight boxing falls by maybe 50%. So we have going to say that Joshua beats Klitschko, and he's not experienced, Joshua, but that was pretty impressive win against Molina. Pretty much toyed with him, kept him at arm's length, and then just nailed him. Yeah, I was actually quite impressed by that from Joshua, even though I don't really rate. We still don't know where he's at because we haven't seen him get hit, and the one time we have, we know what happened. He looks shaky. But Joshua's a smart fighter. He's an intense individual, really. He's focused and motivated and 100% on what he's doing, more than anyone in the whole world, I'd say. He's that motivated. So I think he'll learn from that. He'll come back stronger. I don't think Klitschko will be able to knock him out. So I don't think Klitschko doesn't knock him out, and Joshua will knock him out. That's how I see it. So we'll say Joshua wins that. And then we see that Wilder then thinks that he's going to fight AJ after that, which I don't think will happen. What I think will happen is that David Hay will be next in the queue. Hay is a bigger fight than Wilder, money-wise. It may even be bigger than Klitschko. So that will be two monumental money matches in a row for Joshua. So I think Hay will devastate Bellew. He'll take Bellew out in the first round. I mean, I've seen Bellew's last fight and he looks slow as hell. I couldn't even see how he'd even been a world champion. So I think Hay will take care of him convincingly. And then I think Joshua will fight Hay. And who knows? We don't know how good Hay is. So who can say? But once again, whoever wins that will actually be good. It'll be entertaining champion if Hay wins it. And if Joshua keeps winning, that's great too. So that's the one person that AJ could lose to that would maybe keep the interest in heavyweights up there. So as I said, I think that he will actually fight Hay after Klitschko, which means Wilder will be out on a limb. But first of all, Wilder actually has to beat Povetkin, who I think will beat Stavern easily this weekend. However, this is where it gets really interesting, and this is where if you work it all out and what I've just said, and you kind of go through it and you kind of, yeah, well, that actually makes a lot of sense. And as we've seen evidence of boxing in the last 1 or 2 years, that all these things as they happen, they actually kind of do make sense. You can see it, kind of the path that they've gone along to get these things to happen. Obviously the Fury cutting all the belts loose into the wind, ribbons in the wind, that made a lot of things happen. That was great, actually. Thank you, Tyson Fury. So what I think will happen is that Wilder will not want to fight Povetkin, because to me Povetkin will probably win that fight. He will just stay on Wilder and wear him down and eventually tag him. But yeah, so if you look at it, if you're Deontay Wilder, what would you rather do? Would you rather fight Povetkin and just for a mandatory and potentially have a great chance of losing your belt, or fight Joseph Parker, have 2 belts if you win it, and you're fighting Anthony Joshua? So really, all providing on the hay scenario, that makes perfect sense. So I actually think that Joseph Parker will actually fight Deontay Wilder in 2017. So yeah, that's pretty much what I really wanted to say, is I think that fight will actually happen. But if it doesn't, then Deontay Wilder, if he does fight Joshua, that gives Joshua the chance of 3 belts, and that puts Joseph Parker in 3 belts to 1. It puts him in some sort of position you probably don't really want to be in. If you could be in position of 2 and 2, you're equal. Yeah, it's all split down the middle, but the 3 and 1 scenario makes it. And then there's the rematch clause bullshit, which is potentially as well, but that's a different thing. You've got to beat someone twice now to get a title. It's absolute crap. Something they need to cut right out of boxing immediately. So yeah, that's my theory. I won't say who will win between Joseph Parker and Wilder. Too much about that one. Yeah, hard to know. As I've said in the previous video, Wilder's got hands like little shot puts. But he's fragile in terms of his body, so he can get injured easily. So that will be a really interesting fight, and Wilder is quite open, so Joseph Parker, I reckon, would actually hit him. But anyway, moving on from that, and then that would give the unified title happening in, say, 2018. So let's get it on!